The words plant, animal, and language are sometimes associated with the word endangered. But there is another word that must also be included in this conversation, and that word is art. Art is all around us and has been created for as long as humans have been around. You can make it yourself or purchase a work created by someone else. So, if art is all around us, why is the word endangered involved in this conversation? Take a moment to study the photos, particularly the one with the close-up of the cross. The design on the piece is made of straw, and if you look at the photo of the entire piece, you can see other similar designs made with straw. Straw art can be simple and used to make basic designs, or it can be part of a complex puzzle using well-thought-out pieces to create intricate works. Straw art is a popular form of art in New Mexico, so much so that it has its own category in the Spanish market, where it is known as straw applique, and the Master's Award for Lifetime Achievement has been awarded to 4 artists within this genre since 1987, including the artist of this piece, Mel Rivera. There are 28 artists showing their straw applique works in the Spanish market, making it one of the fastest growing and more popular categories to date. But despite all of this form of art was endangered and nearly went extinct in the early 20th century. Transporting goods from Mexico to New Mexico was both a time-consuming and expensive process. While the precious materials like gold were used to decorate crosses, its limited availability and cost made it difficult for the everyday person to access it, creating the need for an alternative material. Mimicking the warm and rich color tone of gold and being found in abundance, straw was the perfect substitute. A wood cross was carved at whatever size the artist desired. Once completed, the artist could fashion designs using dried pieces of straw. The straw would be applied to the glue-treated surface. According to Master Jimmy Trujillo, the glue used on the straw was a resin varnish that was naturally sticky. The artist would lay this natural glue down on the wood to create the design. Sometimes pieces of dried corn husk would be incorporated, and other times natural dyes were used to create a more colorful pattern. The early history of straw art in New Mexico and why it became endangered is not well documented. In fact, the earliest evidence of straw art found in the state dates only to the 1800s. However, it is known that by the 1930s, there was a revival of this art. Like many other art styles of the Spanish colonial period, straw art went through a revival thanks to the Works Progress Administration program. One of these WPA artists was Eliseo Rodriguez from northern New Mexico. During the Great Depression, he was approached by the director of the program and asked to work on straw applique. Taking up this opportunity, he and his wife Paola researched this old art and experimented with different techniques. These experiments included using different glue styles and straw designs. For the next 20 years, the Rodriguezes taught their family and others who were interested in this art form. And in the 1970s, they were the first to exhibit straw applique in the famed Spanish market. Their success at the market and willingness to teach this art style helped save straw applique, and in doing so were recognized as Santa Fe Living Treasures in 1998. It is also important to acknowledge that straw art was done around Tamaya, Santa Ana Pueblo, and Okeowinge, San Juan Pueblo, prior to its revival. Through his research, Trujillo believes that straw art can be traced back to the mid-1600s and that certain designs and motifs made on these early pieces would have been heavily influenced by Native American work. Can you think of an art style that may be in risk of becoming endangered? If you were asked to learn something new in order to save it from becoming endangered, would you?